Ahoy hoy everyone! Welcome back to the Carpool Crowd Podcast. I'm Evan in the back seat.
I'm Steven in the passenger.
Driver Bronson.
And we are in Bronson's Jeep yet again.
Yeah.
We just got finished watching Onward,
Come now, brother. Our
Pixar's
destiny awaits.
latest movie.
It was good.
Oh yeah, damn, that was a
It
good
was
movie.
a lot better than I expected.
Yeah, he was very cynical, like he is with almost every movie.
Yeah, he
I
wasn't expecting it to be very good.
A crap movie.
Dude,
I
it's
walked out of there
Pixar.
It's
thinking,
Pixar.
It's Pixar.
I know.
It's Pixar. What
I
did you
don't think
expect?
they've really made a
They've
horrible
never made a
movie.
bad movie. They've never made a really bad movie.
They've
Okay.
made meh movies,
Just
but that's the
because-
lowest bar I have for them.
Just because they make really good movies doesn't mean that they can't screw up on one of them.
Well, yeah,
Well,
they've
yeah.
messed up. For example,
The
Cars
Good
2.
Dinosaur,
People don't like Cars 2. The Good Dinosaur. People don't like that either.
except they did not mess up on the animation front. That one,
Damn.
they had their best water there. Their best
Oh.
scenery in general, I'd say.
Well,
The Good
this movie
Dinosaur.
visually wasn't their best, in my opinion.
It wasn't the best,
Okay.
but it was still ahead of almost everyone else.
Oh yeah,
'Cause it's
definitely.
Pixar.
It's one of their best movies, in my opinion.
Yeah.
This movie was really good.
Such a good one.
If only it should have kept up with the.
Car.
It could have kept up with the visuals.
Yeah.
Weird ass car. Definitely. I was expecting at least the magical parts to look better.
Shut up.
I mean, it didn't look bad. It just could have looked better.
Yeah.
Like, because I think they were experimenting with ethereal stuff in this one.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can't remember
definitely.
where I heard it, but they were each
With, like,
movie
the
they
dad.
experiment with something new,
With the dad bod.
and all the magic that they kept shooting out.
I mean, it's a good plot line to experiment with ethereal stuff.
they had
Magic.
so many smoking guns,
Oh yeah.
and they actually like used them.
Uh-huh.
What do you mean by smoking guns?
Here, I'm gonna look this up. It's like I might be using that term wrong. I've said it. Bronson knows what I'm talking about when I
Yeah.
say that, but I don't know if that's the right term. Let me look this up.
And I'll-
Chekhov's gun. Chekhov's gun. That's what it
there
is.
we go.
Chekhov's gun is a dramatic principle that states that every element in a story must be necessary and irrelevant elements should be removed. Elements should not appear to make false promises by never coming into play.
For example, a gun on a wall should be shot. at
Yeah,
some
if they for example, the camera pans over a gun, it should be
It should be
a
used
good
with-
story would use that later on.
Uh-huh.
It could also be used to establish a setting, but zooming in on the gun alone,
Incredibles 2.
what do you
Underminer.
Okay, how is that relevant?
I don't know.
Okay, well, Chekhov's gun was in there a lot. They definitely use that a lot.
Yeah.
For example, like the yoga, I am a warrior, I think is
Yeah.
what she said.
Yeah. I am
That is a really good way
I am
to
a
show,
something warrior.
like you said, the women empowerment.
Yeah, they
That's
actually
a
did
good
that
way.
well.
That's a really good way
Captain
of doing
Marvel
that.
did not do it well.
That movie is
They
actually
pulled off the feminism thing. Probably.
Yeah.
and they didn't
The way it
bring
should
up
be done.
politics because
I-
Pixar doesn't bring up politics. That's why I love Pixar.
They're
Pixar and
politically
Nintendo.
neutral.
That's why I have a lot of respect for Pixar and Nintendo.
Yeah.
Mainly that because they don't get involved in politics.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just throw out their crap and then are like, if
So
you don't
these-
like it, you don't like it, you don't have to play it.
They just do whatever they think sounds good.
I think the only reason they made Cars 3 is because Cars 2 was
Because it was
very
that was
overly
easily
hated.
that and Toy Story were like their two top franchises.
Incredibles was also up there, I guess,
Yeah.
but it wasn't
Incredibles.
necessarily a franchise.
Yeah, it's only
Because Cars, the toys, the actual
Yeah.
car toys, I
They
have a
needed
bunch of those.
merchandising.
Anyway, Onward. Let's go over the 5 points.
Onward.
I'm gonna remind us of the 5 points: animation, voice acting / acting, story,
Audio.
character, and audio.
Woo!
Okay, let's go over audio. No, we'll get to audio. Let's go over voice acting.
Voice acting?
They had some pretty good actors in there.
Yeah,
had
they did.
Tom Holland, Chris
Pratt.
Pratt. I don't know many of the others.
The main characters, Tom Holland and Chris Pratt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did
bounced off each
really,
other
really
so
well.
well.
Well,
They're a perfect
Really?
duo.
Yeah.
yeah. They're
They
great.
worked really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
And
They're
I knew pretty much as soon as that story. I'll get to that later. I'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, they were great
The-
together. They're like, I'm trying to think, Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones in Men in Black. You guys
Oh, yeah,
haven't
that
seen
was-
those, but they work together so well.
What's another really good duo in a movie that we've seen?
Um,
I feel like there was one that was a really good duo.
I'm trying to think. What is it?
They're just like they were born to act together. There are several movies like that, but I can't think of
Yeah.
any of them off the top of my head.
I'm trying to think.
I'll come back to that. Okay.
The Rock and Kevin Hart.
I'm not sure.
Jumanji.
Yeah,
People
because they
think it-
worked together in like Jumanji
They
and a
can
bunch
just
of other
bounce
movies.
off
Oh
each other
yeah.
Yeah.
They're a perfect duo. That Jack Black and that other girl
Jack
I don't
Black.
remember the name of. And I'm probably never going to.
Yeah, whatever
Honestly.
it is. But
Never gonna remember.
Jack Black is a good actor. I do
Those
like
movies
him.
actually surprised me, but that's not what the point of this movie is.
Yeah.
This video episode.
It's Onward.
Onward.
Onward
Getting
to
off
the
track
next
again.
point.
Onward. Out of 10. Giving the voice acting out of 10. 9.
Yeah.
It fit really well,
Yeah.
but
I don't think I ever rated the last point.
The last point.
the voice acting, the one we just started,
Oh wait, this is only the first
This is
point.
the first
I thought
one.
we'd already started one. Dang it.
no, voice acting.
Sorry, give me a break.
Out
We
of 10.
almost went on to story, but we didn't do that yet.
Okay.
So
Voice acting out of 10. I'll give it a 9 as well.
Because
Yeah,
there wasn't
I-
anything amazing,
Nah.
but it
Yeah,
was
I'd go-
really good.
they had a good set of actors.
There was nothing
Yeah.
that gave me like chills.
They
It
got
was
good
so
lineup,
close
though.
to 10, and then never actually did anything interesting with the voice acting.
There was nothing that was
There was
really
nothing
good.
new, nothing like
Nothing amazing,
surprisingly amazing.
but they did have a good lineup of actors.
Yeah, Tom Holland and Chris Pratt are really good actors.
They were great together. You know what else worked great?
What?
Visuals.
Oh, the visuals were really
Look
good.
at that transition. That was a great transition.
Yeah, that was an amazing transition.
Oh, yeah.
The visuals, I wasn't all that impressed. It's a Pixar
best.
movie. It doesn't look as good as Toy Story. Toy Story 4 looks better in my opinion.
They improved on the ethereal bits.
Yeah, but it wasn't anything I liked personally.
Yeah, the water still looks great.
Yeah, the water looked real. Not that
But
there was much water, but
that's
it
a
still
given.
looked really good.
That's a given. It's Pixar. That's like their thing. is
Water?
Really good water.
How did they do it?
I don't know. They must
They're just
need
water
a lot of
naturals.
computer power to do that. So realistically.
Not even like master game companies have that good of water.
Exactly.
It's Greenlight. Wait, it's not.
And-
Paramount.
Sure, Nintendo has gotten pretty.
They don't use their own.
Nintendo has gotten really good at water. Like in
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild, that
Yeah.
water is really good, but it's not as good as Pixar's water.
Pixar.
Pixar has mastered water.
Uh-huh.
This is the weirdest thing to geek about, but their water, dude.
Seriously.
Their water.
It's an important part. And like especially in movies like Finding Nemo, where
Finding
it's
Dory.
primarily revolving around water.
Their
it's
water's so
important
good.
to have good water.
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 But their ethereal stuff, I was not all that impressed with.
But that's not really their shtick.
Well, that's the thing is that I would imagine that because every movie they have an experimental, they experiment with
Yeah.
something animation-wise.
They were definitely experimenting.
I've
with
heard that
ethereal
somewhere.
stuff
I
in
can't
it.
remember where I heard that.
They were definitely experimenting with ethereal
Yeah,
stuff.
I've
in
never
this
heard
one.
about that until today.
For example, like I've talked about this before.
Yeah.
Like Cars, for example, I think they experimented with reflective stuff.
Yeah, reflective stuff.
And then
not
Toy
all
Story was just a movie. Like they were just
Yeah.
experimenting
with
movie.
animation in general.
I think Cars 3 was just. I think they got a new engine or something like that. I don't know. It definitely.
Yeah.
Cars 3 looks so
Oh
good.
yeah.
It looks amazing.
I think Toy Story 4 was experimenting with light because they had so many lights in the carnival place.
Oh yeah.
Onward.
Finding Nemo did water.
I mean, it's not that their ethereal stuff was bad.
No, it's definitely better than other
It was
people
really
can do
good,
it.
but I wasn't impressed.
Yeah, it
Not
wasn't
that
outstanding.
I'm not disappointed. I'm just it works.
It
I
wasn't
guess.
outstanding.
Yeah.
Give it a 7.
Visuals. Not.
7.
I'd rate it much higher. 8.5 at least.
True. That
It's-
is good. It's Pixar.
Like,
Pixar.
visuals.
8.5. Yeah,
Visuals.
visually, it was really good, but there was nothing I was impressed with.
I'm gonna leave it at average and just put 7.
You know what? I
Because-
might raise it actually to like
8.5.
8.
To me, it's 8.5.
Fine.
So average.
I'll raise it to 7.5. Meaning average.
Average is 8. All right.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna go with sound design.
Sound design? I liked it.
The sound design. I mean, the music could have been better. The music wasn't the.
There were parts that did really fit though.
Yeah, for example, the van scene where the
Yeah.
dad was dancing.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that was hilarious.
that was great.
I didn't find it all that funny, but it worked for the movie.
Dad legs.
Jinx.
Jinx is a joke. You owe me a Dr. Pepper because Coke sucks. Unless it's real sugar.
Coke isn't that bad. I just had Coke. Oh, by the way, what drinks did you guys get? I got Coke Cherry Vanilla. Hashtag not sponsored.
Dr. Pepper with a little bit of cherry Dr. Pepper in there.
What'd you get, Steven?
Yes.
We also got popcorn like we do every single movie.
I got.
You got everything.
I got mellow.
Milk.
I got.
You got
No,
milk.
I did not get any milk. I got mellow yellow limeade.
Sounds like a piss joke. It really does.
Really does.
Mellow yellow.
Mellow.
Yeah. You feel all mellow after you let out your yellow.
There was nothing. Like, the dragon could have had better roars, in my opinion.
I did like the head.
Introduction.
The introduction was
that
flawless.
was okay, back to animation for a second. That that was hilarious.
He turns-
That was genius.
The comedic timing in this movie was
it's
like
so it's
great.
on point. It is
they
so
had
good.
it down.
They had,
They had it
some-
down to a science.
they
It was
had this-
so good.
They had a great foreshadowing moment that you don't even realize is foreshadowing.
Yeah.
It's
Virtually none of it you realize is foreshadowing. Except for the obvious, like, the journal. That was very,
Yeah.
very obvious foreshadowing.
Yeah, they have this dragon plastered, like, painted to the wall,
Yeah.
and it's a wall made of stone. You don't think anything of it.
Chekhov's gun.
And then
Again.
suddenly,
It's so good.
there's a friggin' dragon made of stone, and its freaking face is the face of that very dragon. And that dragon
Yeah.
is super derpy. So this dragon, that's just supposed to be this huge menacing thing, turns around and he's got the derpiest face in the world.
That was so beautiful. Oh, that was great.
I love how even when he got angry, the eyebrows.
Yeah, the eyebrows
That-
just broke off.
I was expecting it to have actual eyes, but the fact that it
Yeah.
made those the eyes made it so much better. I'm like, oh, why does it not have real eyes? And then it did that, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, it doesn't need it. It's exempt from my criticism. That
I mean,
was hilarious.
another thing that was great was, this is the really subtle part, but when she's like yelling and stuff, the Manticore is yelling and stuff, and then there's the guy sipping his soup in the
Oh,
background.
that was hilarious.
That was great.
That was hilarious.
Like, it's so
that
subtle,
was such
but it's great.
perfect comedic timing.
That was
so good.
I love that scene.
Okay. For sound design, there was nothing amazing.
Nothing amazing.
But
Pretty good.
out of 10,
7.
7.5.
7.
7.5.
I'll go 7.
I'll go 7.
Okay,
7.
average 7.
7.25.
We always talk about this. I
know.
don't care. Average 7.
Fine.
Don't do the math this time. When
7.25.
editing a previous video, that was like a minute, and that was obnoxious
I know.
to listen
Do the
to.
math.
Don't you fucking dare!
I already know the math.
What
It's
is
not
it?
accurate. It's not right.
7.25.
No, it is not.
It's not 7.25.
If you go between
7 plus 7 plus 7.
Oh!
21.
If it was
Plus
7
5,
and
plus
7.5,
we're going between the
it
two
would
numbers.
be 7.25. But there's another 7, So it would be 7 and a third.
7.
No, because that's bigger.
7.5.
It would be 7.
We don't do that. We go between the two
Divided
numbers.
by 3. It's 7.16 repeated.
That's a lot of devils.
Damn it. Demons. Devils? Same difference.
Devils. Yeah. Fine. It's that number.
Okay. Now we're going to move on to the more serious ones. We already went over 3 of them, right? There was character. Let's go over story. Characters, I think, is the most important one of the 3.
Yeah.
So story. The story, I actually really liked the story. There were. I think one of my favorite scenes was when I can't remember how to pronounce it. The van goes into the cliff.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite scenes in the movie.
That was glorious.
And I saluted, and then the guy salutes, and I'm like, yeah. Like in the theater, I'm just sitting there saluting.
Oh, great.
And then I can't remember their names for the life of me.
All 3 of us ended up.
I just say Chris Pratt and Tom Holland.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say the Chris Pratt guy and the
And
Tommy Holland.
His female
Tommy
car.
Brady.
Sure.
Or Brownlee or Bradley or whatever.
Not
Bradley?
even close. Not even close.
It was Barley because he was named after a plant.
Oh yeah.
I was close.
His name starts with an L, right? Tom Holland's character?
I think
Lopper.
it was Ian.
No. Oh yeah, it was
Ian.
Ian.
It was Ian.
Ian and Barley. Ian and Barley. I can't remember the last names, and I don't care to remember.
Ian
and Barley.
Right, I
You
don't
said
remember
Ian
it.
and Barley.
Ian.
Fuck you, Steven.
Ian and Barley.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, I do.
Elf. There
Ian
we go.
and Barley. And Dad and Mom and stepdad.
Dad legs.
Dad legs?
Dad legs.
Dad
and
legs.
crazy annoying police centaur.
Dad bod.
Shizuku.
Like,
Dad bod.
dead leg bod.
Interspecies-
Okay.
Interspecies dating.
Yeah,
The
interspecies
story was.
breeding.
I like how it
Breeding?
went back to.
Breeding.
I like how it went back to where it started.
Yeah.
That's a really good way to tell a story, is to go back to where you started. Always. That's always a good way to tell a story.
I love it.
Jinx again.
We didn't do it at the same time. It was really close. It wasn't the same time.
Okay, fine. I'll listen back and I'm gonna be sure. I'm
Do it.
gonna hear it.
Do it.
Anyway, I
Um,
lost my train of thought, damn it.
you heard what?
I keep doing that.
I rate it.
No, I still have more to talk about with the
Yeah.
story. There were some
to talk
parts that really bugged me. I really liked the part where they were crossing the bridge.
Yeah.
That part was just freaking me out. I
With
knew
air quotes.
I knew. Okay, here's the big thing that bugged me. He had so much plot protection.
Yeah.
I knew he was going to be fine.
Like when all the stuff was falling on him.
Yeah, and then there was just
And
a
it all
ring
just-
around him.
It was like a building.
And when he didn't fall into the pit.
Yeah. It still caught you off guard.
It was still full of a lot of tension because I
Yeah.
didn't know exactly what was going to happen.
I knew he was going to make it.
It made me really nervous, but
Yeah.
I knew he had plot protection. I knew he was going to be fine.
Yeah, but just how he would be fine.
Yeah.
Was the question.
So, I also liked the dynamic between I'll get to that in character. I keep saying things ahead before
Shame
I
on
get
you.
to it.
Ahead before.
Oh man, my train of thought is not here today, guys. I'm
It got
sorry.
derailed.
It was derailed a while ago, and then every now and then it's just like, I'm gonna lick the track a little bit, and then it goes back away.
I'm gonna lick the truck.
Yeah, you know what I mean, though. Fun, stupid analogy, but it makes sense.
It works.
Analogy or metaphor? Same difference.
It's a metaphor because you never used like.
No, that's a simile. Simile
Like,
uses
that's
like
simile.
and as.
I know.
That's
It's
definitely
an,
simile.
it's a metaphor because you never used like as, like or as.
Well, sure, Steven. Sure, Steven. Sure.
You guys.
Sure.
You know what? I could say more, but my train of thought isn't here. So out of 10,
It's not licking
story
the tracks anymore.
Yeah,
9
you left
and a
it at the
half.
station.
9.5, almost 10 because of the plot protection.
Yeah.
Almost 10.
Yeah, I'll probably give it a 9.
I'll give it a 9.
That movie was...
Do the math.
Fuck No. That would be...
9.16666.
Okay, you did the math.
Yes.
Okay, you remembered the math from before.
Yeah.
Let's do it again.
Okay, now on to the most important one, in my opinion. Character.
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 They were both very relatable characters.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
all of them were relatable characters, I would say.
And-
The mom actually.
I mean,
played
I
the
can't
mom.
breathe fire.
Sure,
Dad's legs weren't very
Barley was
relatable.
an asshole every now and then.
Yeah.
And he was very, very reckless.
Oh,
So when he was crossing
He's
the bridge,
driving.
that made me so nervous,
I
especially at
know.
how fast he was going. I'm like, dude, he's gonna fucking fall. He's so reckless.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I also liked how it was very
legs.
obvious foreshadowing with his journal. That was very, very obvious
Yeah.
foreshadowing to what was going to happen later on in the movie. So when it happened, I wasn't that surprised, but it worked for his character though.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
part where he was checking off boxes, I think the
With the
notebook,
flashbacks.
the whole notebook thing kind of bugged me about the movie, but it didn't ruin the movie for me. It just really bugged me.
It just took it down a little bit.
Yeah. But Ian had a very good character arc,
Uh-huh.
as did Barley.
They both did.
The mom had... I don't think she had much of a character arc, in my opinion.
No,
Neither
she
did
didn't.
Dad
Nor
legs.
did the Manticore
Or dad legs.
Or dad legs.
or Stepdad.
I mean,
really.
Manticore kind of did. Went from being this store owner,
You know what? You got a point.
and
But
she
the mom...
became fearless again.
The mom...
The mom was... I mean, she did become super brave at the end. But
Was she not before?
That
mean,
Manticore never gave
she
back the sword. to
didn't
the
really
pawn
have a
shop.
chance to be brave in the very beginning.
Well, it's technically her sword, so...
I know.
Yeah, it is
I
her
mean, she
sword.
hiked up the price, so...
She still sold it.
If you guys ever wanted to know which of
trying
us
to
is
do?
which...
I don't
Okay,
know.
our most distinguishing feature. Steven is Baldo. Bronson is... He still has...
Tall boy.
He's the tallest of us, but he still has the bottom think of his braces. He's probably going to get them
I'm gonna
off.
get off pretty soon.
By the time you see him, he's probably going to have them off, if you ever see him.
Yeah.
And me... I don't have any distinguishing features.
You are the person in the middle.
Yeah, I'm...
You are just
Me and Steven are
the
about the same
average
height.
between all of us.
I don't know. I can't remember which one of us was taller.
You.
If either
You're
one of us
slightly
was taller.
taller.
Yeah, I'm the shortest
You're
one
slightly
here.
taller.
Bronson's very.
shortest.
You're in the middle in
Bronson's
age.
the
You're the middle in
watchtower.
height. You're the middle in like
Oh,
everything.
what was that one show that you watched that had the like three ladies, old ladies? Was it 3 or 4?
With
There's
the Golden
5.
Girls.
5?
Yeah.
I saw
It's
another.
Golden
I saw
Girls.
another guy with that with a similar shirt. I don't know if it was the same one.
Was it pink? Was it bright pink?
It was bright pink. I noticed it
Perfect.
immediately.
The brighter the pink is, the better.
This is not.
We didn't finish with... Yeah, because you're lame.
For Barley's character arc, I think was my favorite. I didn't care for as much for Ian's. I think Barley's definitely my favorite. At first, I thought he was an asshole, and he was just gonna help. Because Ian was very obviously... Okay, the end fight scene was really badass. My favorite, my favorite part of that was when you could see him from behind, just holding the staff, and he was floating.
Yeah.
That was really cool. I also liked how the lightning. They kept telling us like, do the lightning, do the lightning, do the lightning, and then he doesn't do the lightning.
It doesn't
And
work
then eventually
until
it works.
The very end.
Yeah.
I expected Ian to see the dad though.
Yeah, that's what
I mean, he did see him, but he didn't meet him. Just saw him from a distance.
Mm-hmm.
Which
that also bugged me a little bit. I mean,
yeah, I mean, it's a different way to end a movie.
I guess. Yeah. It
definitely
did
not-
bug me just a little bit. It's like I don't
So he didn't have perfect plot protection.
I don't necessarily agree with what he did, but
Ring of concrete.
that was probably the most awkward part of the movie, in my opinion. Was that there?
I agree.
If you also notice how Barley was like tearing up when he thought that Ian was gonna fall into the crevasse.
Crevasse.
I'm just gonna call
La
it that.
crevasse.
La crevasse. That's what I was referencing.
I knew it.
If you guys know what that is, you are cultured.
Yeah, he doesn't know what it is because he's lame.
La crevasse.
La crevasse.
Just going on a tour of
The Flex Trek 37 Trillion Whip Snake Edition.
Whip Snake.
Just going on a tour of the Grand
No.
Canyon, if you know what I mean.
Flex Trek
Sure.
37 Trillion
didn't
Whip
see-
Snake Edition.
Did you not see that meme?
Whip
No,
Snake.
I haven't.
You should watch the Whip
Oh
Snake.
no, no.
Earth-chan?
Oh yeah, I remember now. Earth-chan.
Just like spammed it in the Discord.
No, I just
In the
shoved
wrong
like 8
channel.
of them.
Still.
And then I moved them all to the right channel where I sent them all like at
Okay.
the same time.
Character arc out of 10. I'm probably gonna rate each one individually.
No, don't do that.
No, I'm gonna rate it overall, but for me, I'm gonna go real fast. Out of 10 individually. Barley was 10 out of 10. Ian 9 out of 10. The mom 8 out of 10. 7 out of 10. The Manticore 8 out of 10.
Woo.
The rest of them had no character arc.
Dad's
so.
legs.
Dad legs.
Dad legs
0.
10 out of 10.
5 out of 10 because only
Oh,
half
true.
the body. Half the body.
He did get the rest of his body. That is true.
6 out of 10 because
He went
did
from
in
no
the end.
body to half a body to his full
So
body.
5 out of 10 until
then
the
God
very
again.
end. He got 10 out
He
of
got
10.
a body arc.
He got
Yeah.
bad.
Body arc.
And then he lost it all
Okay,
again.
overall 9 out of 10.
Woo!
8.5 out of 10.
I can agree with that.
I'd go 9.
I'll go 8.
9.
Let's do the math.
9.
No, fuck off.
Math.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
No.
Steven, go fuck yourself.
No.
Steven, stop.
I
Stop
wonder how
it
he's
right
gonna
now.
do it.
Steven! Steven! Stop!
8.6.
I hate you.
Yes, you do.
8.7.
8.6.
Because you rounded up.
I don't
Repeated.
give a shit. I
It's
don't give a
repeating.
shit.
6, 6, 6,
I don't
6.
Or
give a
8,
shit.
8
I
and
don't
2/3. Shut up.
Isn't like 0.1666 a fraction or something? Don't worry about it. Don't look it up.
It's a decimal.
Please, for the love of fuck.
It's so easy to piss you off.
I'm not pissed. I'm kind. It's for comedic effect.
Is it?
It's making you laugh.
Is it? Is
I
it?
don't know, is it?
I laugh whenever my dad gets pissed at my brother. So,
Same, dude.
and that's not meant for comedic effect.
I don't. My dad gets pissed at my brother and I'm running away.
Anyway,
Oh, I just laugh.
I'm gonna give the movie overall, out of 20, 19 out of 20. It wasn't perfect, but mainly because of the plot protection. The visuals weren't astounding. They were good, but
Yeah.
they weren't astounding. And the story, that was one other thing. The sound wasn't that amazing.
Yeah.
It was good, but it wasn't astounding, similar to the visuals.
I did like some of the ways they did the scenes though with the
Oh, yeah,
with going
yeah,
to
yeah.
visuals. Like some scenes were totally badass.
I also like the Raven Point. That was
Yeah,
clever.
that was
clever.
That was very clever.
I really wasn't thinking
That
about
reminded
that
me of that
until he thought of that.
If you played Breath of the Wild, there's this one part in the desert area where there's a woman with
Yeah.
a sword pointing out.
You have to follow those.
That reminded me of that a lot.
Yeah.
And that was...
What if it's a reference?
Breath of the Wild is a masterpiece, by the way. But,
He digresses.
how about you? Out of 13, Steve Bronson?
12.
12? Okay.
12.
Respectable. Out of 64, Steven?
10, because he went in very cynical.
2 out of 64. It did
That
worse than
sucks.
Arctic Dogs.
Oh,
Oof, that
No,
sucks.
that wasn't a real rating.
Yeah, I
Let's
know.
see. I'd give it more of a 58.
58.
Ooh, tad lower than I expected. No, knowing you, I should have
Yeah.
expected
You
that.
generally
low.
rate things
58.
lower.
A 58
But that's
is
like
extremely
6.
high.
It's not that high, but sure. Okay,
on,
now
you were
now that
20?
we've rated this, we can talk about no, we have 2 more criteria. One I've just come up with, but we're gonna go on to rewatchability. I'm gonna give this the highest I've given any other movie is about 5 times.
Yeah.
I've
can agree with
rewatched that several times.
So would
I
I.
really liked that movie.
I'm going to do it.
Not so good. It's not so good that if I watched it several times, I'd get like sick of how cool it is. It's like, oh yeah, it's
Bruh.
great, but I don't want to watch it several times. This movie was wasn't a masterpiece. It was just good enough that I could watch it several times.
I'm
and still
going to watch
enjoy
it several times.
Oh, I definitely.
I'm
wanna
going
watch
with
this
my
again.
parents. I'm going to go with my parents.
Okay.
I will punch you in the nose.
What do you think, Steven?
No,
I'm not,
you can't follow
5
up
is
on
just
me.
an estimated range of like that. I probably get sick of it after that many times.
You want to try me?
How about you, Bronson? Would you say about
What?
5 or so?
Yeah.
5 is just a guesstimate. How about you,
Big-
Steven? How many times would you
Could go
rewatch
more.
this movie?
Man,
How many
maybe
times have I watched
2,
it?
3 times.
All right.
I can't rewatch movies.
Okay,
I've said
now-
many times.
Yeah.
Here's the new
same.
criteria I came up with today. Recommendation. I
Maybe I'll move
highly
to the
recommend
I.
this movie. I highly recommend this movie for anyone
So
who
do
wants
I.
to watch a
I'd
good
recommend it.
Pixar movie or a
Yeah.
good movie. Period. This is a
It's good
movie
one.
I highly recommend.
That's your drink. Oh, that's my drink that you're using.
Ooh. I really want.
My drink.
What was
It's
that
your
game?
drink
What
cup.
was that game that he
Yeah.
was playing? It was Quests of Yore or something
Quest
like that.
of Yore.
Is that what it was called? It was Quests of
I will
Yore, I
stab
think.
you.
Oh,
Stop fighting.
He keeps pressing my buttons.
Stop fighting.
beep, boop, beep.
Seriously though, I do want Quests of Yore. I think that's what it was called.
Yeah.
I would love to play that
It
game.
seems like a mix of Magic and D&D.
Yeah, kind of.
I mean,
didn't see
it doesn't
that.
really talk about any gameplay all that much, but
No, not at all. But we could probably just like guess
yeah,
how it would play.
going off of like
D&D.
character cards.
The magic
and-
system is terrible in
Oh,
that
yeah.
movie. It was really bad.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you can't lie. Well, you're more like you look like another person. It's like,
It's like a truth serum. Except you're not forced
okay,
to lie.
kind of stupid. Also, like you have to truly invest yourself in like casting certain magic, especially
Yeah.
the lightning one, which is the strongest one. That doesn't
Yeah.
make sense. Why is the lightning one the strongest, the most
There
overpowered?
could be more. I'd say
D&D has way stronger power.
Yeah.
Not that I know of, but I'm willing to bet they have much stronger ones. I can't name any off the top of my head. 'cause I
I'd
haven't
say
played
the
that.
bringing people back to life for a day is probably stronger than
That
the
one's-
lightning, honestly.
Probably strong.
If it's enough to break the crystal, then I'd say that's the most powerful that they showed in the movie. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
I do want to play Quest of Yore.
yeah, that would be fun. They should make it into a game.
The entire movie's just an
If any of you make board games and role-playing games
And card games.
and card games, make that game.
Please,
Make it.
please. Like a D&D stone.
And then send it to us.
Yes.
Hearth and D.
And
Hearth.
send
can
it
be
to us,
like,
Hearthstone and Dungeons.
Unbox therapy.
and we'll actually do like a
Unbox
recorded
therapy?
video and show
What?
our
Yep.
faces.
I don't know,
Actually
some
show our
YouTuber
faces.
my brother watches where he opens stuff.
And
Okay,
calls it
weird.
therapy.
I guess.
Is it like ASMR?
No, like he takes I don't know, a prototype of the newest Samsung and checks it out. And stuff.
I don't get how that could be therapeutic at all.
It's
I don't know either. That's just what his channel's called.
It's unboxing as
It seems misleading to me.
I know.
Seems
I
like
don't know.
false
I
advertising.
mean, you could probably watch it and see if it's therapeutic in any way.
if it has ASMR, maybe, I guess.
I find ASMR generally to be
There's some
obnoxious.
ASMR that's good, there's some ASMR that drives me
Most of it
insane.
drives me insane. Like
Especially, like,
scratching stuff.
that ASMR drives me nuts.
Door
I don't know what
ASMR.
Door ASMR?
Window
Oh.
ASMR.
Spaghetti ASMR. Have you seen that?
No, I
Dry
have not.
spaghetti ASMR. You have to see it. It's so good. Oh, he's doing the weirdest
Are you
shit.
falling asleep?
He
We're
does the-
not in astronomy
He
class.
does the weirdest shit with dry spaghetti noodles. Like, for example, he breaks it on his head,
Ow, that's
and then he
what
goes,
it is.
like, he stands them up in a row,
I think I have seen that actually.
and then he goes
I
whoop
have seen that.
on a table.
I have seen
Kind of
that.
like, yeah.
Like he has all these things to break it.
The weirdest things.
Yeah.
The weirdest things.
I've seen
That is the
before.
weirdest ASMR ever.
I have seen that. That's great.
Such weird ass ASMR, man.
Oh yeah, but like the slime crap, my brother watches those and they drive me insane.
Let me guess, he sent it all to you?
No, he when I'm like watching a show or something, he'll come out with his volume all the way up, and he'll be listening to his stupid slime ASMR, and it's like,
My brother will play computer games and watch a movie. He's watching the movie with one headphone in,
my
and he
mom
has
does that, but it's looking at
his
Instagram.
computer volume all the way up, so everyone can hear what's going on.
Yeah, that's like my mom with her Instagram. She plays her videos and stuff at full volume while she's watching a show, I'm watching a show, my dad's watching a show. She just doesn't care. And then when I say something about it, she's like, "Stop being a hurtful."
How is that hurtful?
Exactly, like,
I need to be
you need to
around.
stop complaining.
Dude, I need to be around your parents more often. I need
I
to
kind of want to see
understand
what your
what you're
parents
talking about.
are, because my parents.
Oh
are
no, they
completely
act
different.
perfectly fine when they're guests.
Sure.
So like, I doubt you're gonna see them like that.
My mom, if I say, "Hey, mom, can you turn off the volume?" My mom will go, "Okay." And
I always have to
and
physically go up and turn
My
it off.
mom kind of
Instead of
my mom
turning
kind
off
of
the volume-
spites me, and then she's like, "Okay, fine."
Instead of turning off the volume, she might do
like-
something
like-
like plug in headphones.
That's what I do.
So I don't actually have to hear the
I
volume.
wish my parents did that.
My brother is the only one who will piss me off by leaving the volume on to the point where I have to put headphones in, and just to annoy him, turn the volume all the way up.
My brother.
That's
does
what
that.
I do that sometimes. When my mom's like watching her video, I'll turn the volume on the TV up. Just keep going up and up.
Because your TV's gonna
I'm like,
overpower her phone.
I can play this game as well.
Your TV's gonna overpower
What movie
her
are we
phone.
watching next?
Exactly.
What movie are we watching next?
I don't know.
Sonic! No, let's not
I
watch
don't want to
Sonic.
watch.
We've already
Sonic
watched
again.
Sonic.
I don't want to watch Sonic again,
Here,
please.
how about the
Not-
next
not for a
video
podcast
we
episode.
do this
Depends. Let me see what movies are
We
coming
do-
out next.
thing? No, instead of
We
a
can play
movie.
this during
Let's
this
do-
podcast. Let's give a spoiler.
I have
or
an idea.
Teaser.
Why don't you guys have been wanting me to watch SpongeBob for a long time? So
Yeah.
how about we watch one episode of SpongeBob and one episode of one anime I want to watch. One anime of my choosing.
I mean, I guess.
Would
We need
that?
to find time to do
But
it,
that's the
though.
thing is that would that correlate per season?
Per season.
Yeah, per season. Are there the same amount of episodes in SpongeBob as there are in an
No,
anime?
if we run out of one of them, then we can just move on to another anime.
Oh well, then we'd have to stop halfway through.
Yeah.
Halfway through SpongeBob?
No, your anime. We're gonna go all the way through SpongeBob. There's no way we're stopping.
If we're going all the way through SpongeBob, then there's no way we're gonna end up. No anime that I know of other than One Piece, as far as I know, has that many episodes. Because like My Hero Academia even has only like 103.
But only the first 3 seasons in the first movie. Nothing else.
Okay, how many
Unless you
episodes
want
is
to.
that?
I have no
All of
idea.
them.
Look up how many episodes the first 3
Um,
seasons of SpongeBob.
I don't want the Playmobil movie. We're gonna
Fuck.
watch that though.
Gonna
watch that at some
Playmobil. When is it out in
Um,
theaters? When does it?
It's
not-
already out.
It's not airing. No.
It was out last
When
year.
does it stop airing?
I think it's already stopped airing because it did horrible. But you can rent
Oh,
it
yeah, I
out when
wouldn't-
it's on
I'm not
Netflix and
surprised.
stuff. I
I mean,
think.
it doesn't look that bad.
It doesn't look too bad.
No, like visually, it doesn't look bad. But
Not as good as the
story-wise-
Lego
But
movie.
story what? Yeah, that
Lego movie was.
the first one was amazing. How
I-
good it looked,
I mean, all of them looked really good.
in my opinion. It kind of just went down with each one.
Let me see.
Not just
how many-
visually, but story wise, it went meh, meh, meh. Lego Movie 2 was really bad.
Yeah, I didn't
The
like it.
Ninjago movie was also pretty bad. The Lego Batman movie was okay. It was okay.
How many movies? What am I typing in?
Okay, so My Hero Academia is like at 85 to 88. 22 is airing right now, and that'll be the 85th episode. So yeah, at the end of this latest season, we'll be at 88 episodes.
Let's see, Bob.
So I'm pretty sure the first season only had 13.
First season has 20 episodes. I want to see what the average is. Let's see. Series episodes. Season 1 has 20 episodes. Blah, blah, blah.
said that. Yep.
I'm trying to find it. Well, I mean, they're 2-part, I think. No, there's, yeah. there's 2 parts to each episode. There's 2 parts to them. Season 2 also has 20 episodes.
Watch season 3 has 20.
Watches it has 21. Just to spite us. That's not what I'm looking for.
So, 60 episodes of
Season
SpongeBob?
3, 20 episodes. Yep.
60 episodes.
Oh, that sucks.
Technically 120.
Yeah. And then there's the first movie, so 61. I mean, 61, I'd say.
How long is one episode on average, would you say?
I'd say...
Ba, 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 ba.
Let me look, actually. It might say.
Ba, ba, da, ba, da.
Runtime.
What if I do Assassination Classroom?
Doesn't say. Let's see. I'm gonna look it up really quickly. So like 30 minutes.
Per episode?
Well, because there's 2 parts to each one.
Oh shoot, my Wi-Fi died.
Damn, that's a marathon that we have to do. Like a
Oh yeah.
several day marathon.
Oh yeah.
Over the summer. We're doing that over the summer.
Oh yeah. Definitely. We're definitely doing
We're going to
that.
preserve like
Oh.
a week.
So
Just for the
Assassination Classroom
podcast.
is 47 episodes in total,
Yeah, not enough.
and then
47.
we
Not
could
enough.
watch Anohana, which has like 13. That'd be exactly 60.
We could do that.
And then I could drag you along to watch like My Hero Academia two Heroes or something.
The
We could
movie.
actually
Just start
watch that.
straight with the movie.
We do the first episode of SpongeBob and the first movie of My Hero and the second movie of My Hero.
Yes.
That'd be weird.
Apparently
So
they
the
play them every Saturday.
Most of the movies are not canon, so we can literally just watch them and you guys don't need much context.
Perfect. We need to find a way to get a Saturday. We need to find a
Not a
Saturday.
Saturday
'Cause
a
apparently
week.
they only play on Saturdays.
My Hero
No.
Academia.
The movie at the theater.
What movie?
The My Hero Academia movie.
Are we going to watch that?
I mean, it depends on if we can
Yeah.
get a Saturday, if we can all have a Saturday available. Which, I doubt it.
Saturdays. That's weird.
I know, right? But
That's so weird.
I've worked 2 Saturdays so far. Those are the only times I've seen them being played the entire week. So, and it's only 1 showing every Saturday. So we need to find out how to get that
one
exact.
showing every
Yeah,
Saturday?
but no one goes to it. So,
No wonder. I'm not surprised nobody goes to it. It's
because
one showing every damn Saturday.
yeah, I mean Saturday's pretty open for people.
But only one showing every Saturday?
Yeah. But like, usually there's 0 people that go to it. So
Yeah, because only one showing every Saturday.
still, you'd think that there would be people going to it. There were the first showing of it. There were a bunch of people that went. A bunch of my coworkers went.
Okay.
So, what are we watching first?
What are we watching next?
Next.
Yeah.
Probably
I
an
don't know
episode of
yet.
SpongeBob and
Look up the movies again.
an episode
Give
of
me a
Ice Cream.
list.
Yeah, let me find a
I want to
list
put.
of
I have
upcoming
I have a
movies.
list on my
Let's
phone that I'm gonna make. There's this new
to
SpongeBob movie.
watch.
Oh, wait, the new
Movies coming
SpongeBob
out.
movie makes 62, so we can watch the first My Hero Academia movie first.
What date does Trolls 2 come out? Let's see. I don't care if it. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. April 10th. That's not next week. Let's see. Is there one that's coming out next week?
I love how my phone corrects
Yeah.
SpongeBob and it capitalizes
Next.
the first B.
Week. Onward's already out.
Yep, we
Um,
just watched Onward.
Is it out of theaters?
Go back to China. I don't know what that is.
That sounds fucking stupid.
It
That
does.
sounds also kind of racist.
It does.
I bet it. I bet
it's
it.
probably about like discrimination or something.
It probably has to do with World War II.
World War II.
That was Japan.
That
the
was Japan.
Japanese. They were against the Japanese.
I mean, then again, people generally say
It was
use
pretty. They were.
Asians as either
They
Chinese
They
or
were.
Japanese.
They were pretty racist.
Like, you don't hear people say South Korean all that much.
If they looked
either say
mildly Asian, they would
Chinese,
throw them in
Japanese.
jail. So
or Asian.
they were pretty racist. So.
Yeah.
That's
It was-
really bad.
It was the 30s, so they were pretty racist.
It was in general a really bad time for America.
Bad time in history. Period.
Bloodshot. Oh yeah.
Should've-
That's based on a comic book.
Bloodshot.
Let me see. Bloodshot. It has Vin Diesel in it. So
Wait, what's that one movie coming out that has to do with like the next generation of mutants?
New Mutants?
The New Mutants.
Dude, you basically just said the title.
Well, fuck me then.
Yes. Where?
What? Oh, this is new.
No, I'm not doing it.
Let's
I'd
see,
never
what
do
time
that.
does this come out? Let me see what time it comes out. Bloodshot.
Don't understand why I
Comes
responded
out
so easily.
March
What is
13th.
that? What are you touching? What is that? Is that a magic wand? What the hell is that?
Wait. Never, rarely, sometimes, always.
Yeah, no thanks.
What?
That sounds stupid.
It does.
I don't care for
I
that.
still believe.
Also sounds dumb.
The Hunt. I swear, there are like a bunch of movies named The Hunt.
I wouldn't know. I've
Um,
never heard that name.
Blah blah blah. 12 strangers wake up in a clearing. They don't know what they are.
What
where
movie is
they
that?
are,
What
or
movie
how
is
they
this?
got there.
What
The
movie?
Hunt.
Oh, well, I don't care.
Well, I'm looking.
I want
at
other
what it
movies. I don't
is.
want a plot summary.
Well, I'm seeing what it is. Maybe the plot summary will make it sound decent.
What?
Inside the Rain.
Ow.
Sounds
What's the
dumb.
point?
Just one more kiss.
Ow.
Yeah,
Oh,
Steven.
That hurt.
Stop.
Guess what?
No,
Another
that's the-
Romeo and Juliet ripoff.
What is
What
it?
is it?
Just one more kiss.
Well,
That doesn't sound like a Romeo and Juliet, at least.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the one on Netflix about the seals was worse.
I have no idea what you're
Yeah,
talking
you don't.
about. I don't want to know what you're talking about.
It's
I'm
dumb.
also kind of
It's
curious.
Not good.
Yeah,
I mean,
It's
I
Romeo and Juliet sealed with a kiss. Terrible. Made by a good
oh no!
made by a good
Sealed with a kiss.
It's made with a good by a good animator,
but a terrible
but
storyteller.
it's a terrible story.
Like
It's
how
dumb.
bad?
It was just him. You need other people to work on a movie to bounce ideas off of. That's
Okay.
what I'm just saying.
Sure.
Let's see, lost transmissions, blah blah blah.
Steven, what are you doing? Are you doing some sort of innuendo?
Misbehavior. Wow, guess what the whole plot summary of Misbehavior is? Set in London in 1970 about the Miss World competition. That's the whole thing.
I assume it's about feminism.
I don't know.
Wow.
I have no
what a
idea.
Great
That's the
plot
only
summary.
that's the only thing that's in the plot summary.
What a great plot
The
summary.
dog doc.
Why
Wow.
don't we
Sounds
just
stupid.
do the idea with
The Informer. That one actually
No, we're just
watched
looking
the
up.
trailer for
Mo,
The
when are we
Informer.
gonna watch this shit, Steven?
Mondays.
We're gonna watch a whole marathon, several hours of episodes.
No.
Summertime.
We do the first one, and then one of mine, and then we do an episode.
So in other words, in like 2 hours of episodes.
We already watch 2 hours of movies every day.
I want to go see The Informer. I
Every
heard.
Monday.
Let's see. Dumb. Tuscaloosa. Sounds dumb.
I don't think we're gonna get another movie that we're familiar with.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't have much else to talk about. We might end the episode soon.
Why don't we talk about the new D&D thing that we're gonna start?
Yeah, let's talk about D&D.
We're
Shut
not
up.
playing D&D. Okay.
Fine, the new RPG.
Also-
Tabletop
also-
RPG.
This is only a teaser for now, because I need a long period of preparation. But me,
We can introduce our characters and stuff.
we're gonna do that when we start the RPG for the season, the
Yes.
RPG season. Okay. Oh, I had something in my throat. Okay. I'm working on a new RPG that these guys,
Oh my
including a guest that we will talk about later, Hopefully. We'll have to see if the guest can
His
join
name
us.
is Boyo.
Boyo.
He's going to join us for this RPG that I am designing. I have never GM'd an RPG, let alone create an entire system on my own. So this is going to be a learning experience. I hope it's going to be
video
fun.
game and podcast. We've never done any of those.
This
either.
is the furthest I've gone with any of my projects. I'm going to be
I'd
honest.
say the podcast is the furthest.
That's
what-
what.
actually-
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The podcast, is the furthest I've ever gone with any of my projects,
Yeah.
and I'm putting all because
Video game kind of died.
I wanted to do this-
Terraria mod kind of died.
because that's the thing is I've only worked on those things for like a month or two, month or two. This is the longest I've been passionate about a project.
You guys need to
that I've
invite
actually
me to your
started.
Because it
Terraria
seems like the
server.
easiest thing to pull off.
You
Not
guys
only that, but I usually get demotivated by other projects I start. Not that I don't want to finish them. It's just I'm going and then I'm because I run into a roadblock that I can't figure out how to get past.
You're still lightly working on PA.
Yeah, every
Yeah.
now and then I go back into that project. I'm not going to talk about it on podcast because I want that to be. I want there to be a lot of secrets.
It has
from
an
the game.
angel.
Are
Sure.
you sure about that? It's known as Project Angel, not,
I know.
not that it actually has an
Bruh.
angel.
Sure.
Yeah, whatever.
But this is definitely the furthest I've gotten because we started recording the podcast, and none of these episodes are from this time. But we started recording the podcast back in November of last year.
I think so.
We've had to scrap a good few episodes because they didn't have the correct title. We were going by a different title, and 2 because they were bad, like really bad.
Click it or ticket.
Yeah, we were going by I think it's a trademark.
It's click it or ticket. It's trademarked. We
There
can't
we-
Yeah,
actually
click it
use
or ticket.
Yeah.
We could not.
No,
use.
that not click it or ticket. That one wasn't trademarked.
Yes,
it
it
was
is.
It was
Click it or-
click it or ticket.
Click it or ticket is trademarked.
there was another one that was trademarked too.
Yeah, that I think we were going to.
It was
no, I could have sworn it was just click it or ticket.
No, there was another one.
Anyway, that's
I don't
definitely
remember what it
true.
was.
Click it, or get the fuck off our podcast.
That's
Well,
what
if
it
they
should
don't- if
be.
they don't
Who
click
needs
and-
carpool crowd when you can do click it or get the fuck off our podcast? Best podcast name.
I wouldn't be saying the name very often.
Nor would I, honestly.
Neither would I. It's a mouthful.
But, we could just shorten it to listen to our fucking podcast.
True, we could.
Not necessarily shorten it, but you know what I mean.
Paraphrase.
It doesn't matter.
Vulnerable.
So, we don't have much else to talk about, really.
Yeah.
I
Why
liked
don't we
Onward.
fix- Okay.
Why don't we fix? Okay.
This RPG, all I'm gonna say is that
You're role playing it.
I'm excited. We've already decided on the characters.
Phil.
Bronson's needs work. Like
Bronson's
a lot of
need
work.
a lot of work.
A lot of work. He just needs
His-
to go.
Because they can't
His
handle
is-
my beautiful construction
His is
worker.
his is an app. His is an ass wipe. That's for sure. Stevens is not that I like favoritism, but Stevens is my favorite right now. So, Cadence is my second favorite. Bronson,
Kind of feels like he's trying to take my character away from me, but okay.
yeah, I really need to pull back on that.
Yeah. I'm not stopping him, which is probably part of the problem. But
You should stop him.
I've
yell
actually,
at him.
I've actually started getting
Snap
mad.
at him.
I've actually started getting mad at him on Discord for taking liberties with it that I didn't grant him. Like, he just walked up one day and said, "I've changed your character." I'm like, "Fuck no."
I think that I can't remember what it was that I changed.
You changed an aspect of the world, which is something that I can't actually change since it's
Yeah.
it's your
You
thing.
you kind of helped me actually create some of the story,
Yeah.
like a lot of the story
Since
actually.
a lot
And
of
I'm
my
not gonna tell you any of it
A lot of my character's goals turned into something that we talked
Yet.
about together.
yet.
Woo!
And he doesn't know what those
Bronson,
goals
we're
are
gonna
yet.
work on your character when we finish recording this, okay?
Yeah.
I mean,
your
we're
character
going
needs
I
to work
actually
on it.
have to go do homework. So I need to get
How
off
long? How
soon.
long? When?
I don't know. Probably before 8.
I need to work on.
How
homework,
about
too,
we
but-
all just leave at 8? So we got
All
15
right.
minutes. Okay? Because I was planning on leaving at 8.
Okay.
So perfect.
Think we're gonna end this here. we don't have much else to talk about. Little teaser of probably our next season of our podcast.
Woo!
Maybe our third, depends on what we do. But, farewell.
Bye!
Bye.
Moo.